Hi everyone. Today's mini lesson is 1-8, graphing on a coordinate plane. The first example we're going to look at is I have plotted some points ahead of time and we're going to write down what the coordinates to those points are. Main part of this lesson is that our points, when they're graphed, are x written xy, where x is the horizontal axis and y is the vertical. So let's look at point A. A is located at 2, 7. Now we have to decide which one goes where. Well, 2 is on the x-axis and 7 is on the y, so we're going to write it just how I said earlier, 2 in the x, 7 on the y. B is located, there's a -4 and there's a 6, and we have to decide which one goes where. -4 is the x. I'm going to write these a little bit bigger over here so you can see them. And then the y is 6. And sorry if my handwriting's a little scribbly. And then C, which I do not see, which is kind of ironic, I'm just going to go ahead and cross off. Must not be in there. That's a bonus for you guys. D is located at -3, -3. So that makes it easy. When it's the same, there's not a lot of thinking involved, -3, -3. But remember, x would be the horizontal, y would be the vertical number. E is on an axis, which is interesting, which means it doesn't go anywhere on the x, it's 0, and then it's 2 on the y, so it's 0, 2. And then F, it's over there by itself in the fourth quadrant, and it's at 7, -5, where 7 is on the x, so we got to write it first, and then -5 because it went down 5 on the y. Next example, this one's a big one. We're going to be talking about multiple things. We're going to write an equation. We are going to find ordered pairs that work in the equation, and we're going to graph. So there's a lot that's going on here. But it's an easy problem, and we're talking about ice cream, so it's fun. Patrick went to Sarah's with some friends Tuesday night. Each ice cream cone costs $4 for one scoop. You automatically get a scoop, and then each extra scoop of ice cream costs $2. Use the variable y to represent the total cost of the ice cream and x to represent the number of extra scoops. So I'm already giving you what your variables are defined as. Write an equation to represent the situation. So we don't know the total cost, which is y, so y is going to be alone. We do know that each scoop of ice cream costs $2 and it's $4 no matter what happens. So if I'm just buying one ice cream cone by itself, it's $4. Every scoop that I'm adding extra, so adding, obviously, because it's going to cost more money for more scoops, is $2. If I were just to have no extra scoops, 0 would be substituted in for x, and it would just be a $4 cone. But it's not saying that. It's saying, okay, now we're going to say Patrick's ice cream cone, there's going to be 1, 2, or 3 extra scoops. Show all the work and list the ordered pairs. So the first thing is going to be x, and we learned this from lesson 7-1. The next part is going to be our equation part. What's our output y going to be? And then our ordered pair, which is what we're going to graph after we're all said and done. So x we chose as to be 1, 2, and 3. When I substitute those in, so I have 4 plus 2, and then remember, put it in parentheses. That helps you know what operation. Parentheses beside a number's multiplication. We have to do that first, order of operations. 2 times 1 is 2, plus 4 is 6. 1, 6. And then if I substitute, if I have 2 extra scoops of ice cream, now it's getting to be a really good cone. 2 times 2 is 4, plus 4 is 8. 4, 8. And then the last one they suggested for us is 3 scoops of ice cream, plus the one that's already on there. That's a lot. 6 plus 4 would be 10. The numbers should form a pattern. 6, 8, 10, you can see. Now I'm going to graph. 1, 6, and we graph going x first and then y. 1, 6, and I'm going to put a dot so that my teacher can see it. 4, 8, 4, and then up to 8. Oh, that should be 2, shouldn't it? You guys need to keep me more in line here. My goodness. Hopefully Mrs. Von Block doesn't yell at me for that small error, huh? Okay. So then we're going to have 2, 8, and then 3, 10. And we're going to draw a line through the ordered pairs. that would continue on, and it would only go to the y-axis because they're not gonna owe us money for if we're not going to get an ice cream cone at all. So that's what your graph would look like, and that's the end. Thank you.